Hello friends. Now let us take up the first project 6.1 generating weekly temperature report. In fact, this is not at all a new project. This is the refined version of the first project what we worked out in the C1 workshop. Actually, in that workshop we have taken only one function, that is the main function, and we have developed only single block of program. According to the principle, a C program is composition of one or more functions. If it is having only one function, that should be the main function. According to this principle, the first program whatever we performed is also a function oriented program, but that is not the refined version. It is not reflecting the real philosophy of function orientation. In this program that we are refining it, we are making it, we dissect it into subtasks, and we are entrusting them to different functions, and we will see that main call those functions. Then only it is true function oriented program. Actually, if you develop true function oriented programs only, then it is a real C program. Whatever benefits you are expecting out of function orientation, you can derive. Or otherwise, you may call it as a function oriented program because you defined main and all that, but whatever benefits we are expecting through function orientation, we cannot get it. That point you understand. That's why for a specific purpose I have given you the first workshop, that is merely testing your compatibility for the career oriented placement training. That is the objective, but it is little extension of that. Only another 25% we have to add, same code we use. And once again, one more thing I am telling you, don't be over smart. First complete that and come to this. Don't directly take up this workshop. By that you are missing a lot. Actually, if you work out the corresponding program in the previous workshop, you will have perfect command over coding and many programming concepts you can understand. Then after completion of that, if you come to this, your burden is lighter, only 25%. Now you can 100% focus on function orientation. Code does not disturb you because already whatever code you are using here, you segment it and use it. So this is the smart way of learning in a phased manner, learning all the things at a time and all that. You may be overburdened, you may not digest it properly. That's why this is the right approach in programming. If you want to become a proficient programmer and all that, then in studying also modular approach you follow. Don't carry entire burden at a time and all that. So now let us come to the program. This is the task. We have to, our program should print this weekly temperature report. Now let us understand which functions are required. Now this what we are doing is function oriented analysis. This is very core job. You have to identify which functions are required, which subtasks are there. Each and every subtask should be entrusted to a independent identifiable function. How you are behaving in the real life, in the same manner you are behaving. Whenever you have to take up a job, a big task, then you analyze that first. Thereafter you subdivide it into tasks and all that. Then you appoint corresponding specialist. Like you have to get your house shifted, one job. But you analyze that, then you found three types of jobs. One is packing, second one is lifting, third one is moving. So, three types of specialists you are appointing. In that context, one more point I told you. You may appoint same team of people for the three purposes, but while they are packing, those are should be called as packers. While they are lifting, you have to call them as lifters. While they are moving, transporting, you have to call them as movers. That point always you understand. Otherwise, some doubt you may get. In this context, you have to strictly follow that principle. Now you see that actually here we can identify here daily temperatures we have to enter. Thereafter, we have to find out total temperature using a formula. Thereafter, we have to find out average temperature. Thereafter, we have to print report. So, simply by analyzing, we are able to find four subtasks. One is reading, second one is calculating total, third one is calculating average, fourth one is printing report in this format. In this context, one very important point for the first time I am introducing. Now, this is the right place to explain some new points which are project developmentation uh, oriented points that we are discussing. That point is, whenever you appoint a contractor, you must have control over him. Suppose you have entrusted your building construction work to a contractor. If you are really smart, because building construction you do not know, that's why you have appointed a contractor. That is a good thing because he is specialist in that. Even though you must have control over him. If you have to control over him, what should you do? You have to ask the correct schedule. When he implements which stage, all that you have to take. Number two, what materials he wants and all that. All materials, if you purchase and give it to him, according to his norms, that is much smarter. By that you can save lot of money. Suppose if you fully depend on contractor, he may give some substandard material and all that, but he may charge the rates of standard material. And beyond all that, above all, you can get experience in purchasing. Understand? That's why if you are a smart person, you monitor the activities of the contractor and purchases and all that. Whatever possible contribution you can make and all that, if you make, then you can save your money. At the same time, you can get experience. That is relating to real life. The same principle is applicable to program also. Actually, here, who is the caller? Caller is the main. Main should have control over the callee. Not only main, any caller function should have control over the callee. So, how you want to have control over the contractor? Here, main should have control over the other functions it is calling. That's why for reading input data, don't create any function. Main reads them, and through function call, it passes the arguments to the callee function. That is always you should follow, because whatever principles you are following in real life to become smart and all that, the same smart principles you have to use in programming. Understand? So, here you see that's why reading input data, I never define a function. That point always remember. The reason is this. Next one, which functions I have to define? Finding total temperature, total weekly temperature, finding weekly average temperature, and print report. Three functions I will call. Okay, now mentally my analysis part is over. Physically I didn't do anything. My mental work is over. Design part is over. I got clarity. Now, after this mental process, every time I am telling you, first you complete your mental process, thereafter start your physical process. Or otherwise, technically, design part you complete. implementation, then only you start implementation part. Now what exactly we are doing is that our design part is over. Then we are starting implementation part. Now you see, this is the main. Above the main, we are writing a comment which represents all conventions you should follow. You have to make your program highly readable. Whatever good practices are there, contextually I am explaining. All such points you should follow. Then only you will become a proficient programmer. And number two is you can advise others. If you don't have discipline, discipline means programming discipline, how can you tell others? That's why first you learn discipline, programming discipline, learn all programming practices, contextually apply all those practices and conventions, and then only you will become a proficient as well as a disciplined programmer. That is very much important in real life as well as in programming. Discipline is the essential characteristic one should have.